Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. This morning I've come down a bit early, trying to fix the missing symbol that it is. It's obviously, look at it just gluing back in there. So I'll take it apart. While I've got it off, I can give it a bit of a clean. It looks pretty cruddied up. That's damp that's got onto that. So I'm gonna dismantle it. I'll try and do it on camera if I can, so you can see what's going on. So basically we've got to open it up and open the electric part up. So obviously electrics, unplug it, don't mess with anything if you don't know what you're doing, if you're not qualified. These machines are 240 volts all over the door. There's 240 volts. There's loads of places where you can hurt yourself, even kill yourself, you know, if you get a belt off it. And I have had a belt off these. And then I'm going to have to get it open now. Oh dear, that ain't good. Wait a minute. Oh, we're alright. Okay, yeah, so this is inside it. When I bought it, it wasn't running. The cash box was in a terrible state. I repainted that with some gold hammerite paint. Looks a bit better than it did. I put a new mains cable on it and I've wired it into that so you can switch it off there if you want to do maintenance. Again, I wouldn't switch it off there. Just unplug it at the wall. Don't have it plugged in. You can even switch it off there if you nothing on, but just don't mess with it. This is what I was on about here. It's all mains voltage. I got a belt off this. Believe it or not, that's high voltage. It's a lethal really. Fortunately, they don't make these like that anymore. NSM have gone, you know, transformers and stuff like that. I mean, there is one transformer on here. It does step down. That controls the lights, which is I think it's 6 volts. Amazing, isn't it? 6 volts there, but everything else is lethal. Yeah. So when I bought it, I've obviously done a bit of restoration on that. I took that apart. There's a spring, I think, inside there. So that needs to come off. I'm not going to do that today. I need a new spring in this switch here. That switch needs a new spring in it. It's got nothing. The spring got broken. I've got a spring for it, but I'm not going to do it. So what I've got to do is basically, it's a case of unscrewing that, take that off, unclip that, and this door will hinge out. It's on a hinge, so all the electrics hinge on the door. If you look at that, it's had a repair at some point, but it still works. It does still work. It's absolutely full of cobwebs. Needs a sort of clean. So let's crack on and get it done. I'm going to put the camera on the tripod now. I'm going to try and do it in real time, folks. So first of all, you've got your power off. I'm just going to undo that. There should be 2 ring nuts on the door. There's one missing. It was missing, I think, when I had it. Just never bothered to fix that. Just spread it. I was going to do it on time lapse, but I can't be bothered. And then this lever here should pull forward on a spring, and then you should be able to unclip the spring there. That should then come off like that. That goes back in there, and then before you do it, the door should open. Just pull it open like that, exposing the yeah, I'll give the glass a clean and the wheels. Do a bit of string or something just to hold it in situ, because it's just going to swing back. I'm going to take it off the camera and show you what's going on with it. Just take it off. Yeah, just to show you how dirty it is. Really grubby. What I'll probably do is give it a clean, Just showing you before and after really. I'll give it a bit of a clean. There's the number that's fell off, that's got to be glued back on. I'll do a bit of a clean first and then I'll put it back on. I mean, you can't really see the back of it. Oh, you can. Really dirty. I'm not going to take the rails off. They're a pain because there's little ball bearings where the payouts are, and if you drop the ball bearing you're in big trouble. And obviously getting them back on, you have to have a magnet to hold the ball bearings on the back of the plate, so they don't fall off, because you basically have to just lift it on in situ and then I think you screw them on there. If I yeah, that's come loose. If I unscrew that, just show you what that is there. There it is. It's just held on by that. And then the payouts are sort of inside here. There's a black block with a bit like a magnet really that's been moulded into the bakelite. And then when they stop, the sensor decides where the payouts are, and then the payout finger's there as that black wheel spins round. This thing here spins round and then decides what the payouts are. Again, all mains voltage. So I'm going to give it a clean, waffling on, and glue the number back on, and we'll show you when it's cleaned up, and I'll obviously do the glass as well while I'm at it. Right, I've made a little bit of a start on that, just put a bit of spray on it. So obviously it's very delicate. I'm going to try using a brand new tough brush. Go and get a couple of tough brushes from Aldi's. They're not very expensive, about 70p. Obviously I've got water dripping down there, that's a bit of a worry, but there ain't that much. Just going to give it a bit of a clean. I can get in between the numbers, look. With the cloth, I'm using the blue cloth, and I can't really get in there. I'll dry it off after. Just put a little bit on. Give it a whiz over. Like that. In between the crevices. And then use your blue cloth again to just clean it off really. Or I'm going to use blue cloth, any cloth will do. I'm going to just do it off camera because obviously the wheel's moving around all over the place, but just trying to show you what you can do with a tough brush, get into the crevices. Looking a bit better. I'll show you again in a minute, just do a bit more. I mean, this is reel 5, really cruddied up. I'm still working on the first reel. You can see it's coming cleaner. It's using a little tiny bit of bleach in just water, that is, just to try and clean it off. And I'm also going to use a bit of what I call waterless car cleaning fluid. That white stuff you spray on your car, that's really good at cleaning these things up. So I'm going to put a bit of that on as well. I'm just getting some of the rough off, and then the middle reels are obviously going to be an issue, but what I'll do there, I'll have to take the belts off and try and move the wheels around slowly but surely. That's going to be a big job. This is bigger than I thought. Yeah, I've just been got some cotton buds. A bit difficult to show you because it's moving, but you can get into the crevice with a cotton bud like that. You can see all the tobacco and all the years and years of crap from all the bars it was probably in Germany before it came to the UK. That's just the grime. I mean, I'm not going to go crackers with it because I just haven't got the time. I wanted to give it a bit of a clean up, and it looks a lot better. But yeah, you can go crazy stupid with it. And also, if you want to get into where the lamps are, look down here, can't really get in there with a tough brush, and you don't want to get too much water in there. But if you just dampen that with a bit of cleaning solution, you know, under the bulb, so if you're taking the bulb out, just do that. Look at the crap that's off there. I mean, I'm not going to do it all on camera, but they get in the crevices like that one there, so you can just do that. If you wanted to make sure that the machine was nice and clean and shining, a lot of restoration guys would do a nut and bolt restoration. I'm not gonna do that with this. It's something I'm gonna keep for a long time. I probably will over time, particularly when I'm retired, I have more time to do stuff. You can't do it when you're working full time, so I'm just giving it a bit of a clean. And look how much better that is. And then the same thing here, look at the crap in there, it's damp. And the trouble is, because of where it is, it's only going to come back in again, so I'm just giving it a bit of a clean up. Just showing you how you can do stuff without having to strip down, because when you strip stuff down and you leave it for a long time, what happens is you forget where things go. Well, I do, and I'm sure I'm not on my own. Just a quick flick around in there, look. I haven't gone crackers with it. I mean, that first reel's really dirty still, really dirty. The whole thing needs stripping down. That's not happening. I'm going to put a bit of show and shine on there now and just see if it gets it a bit more shinier. So we'll do that next. Right, I've just sprayed a bit of waterless car stuff on this. It's Williams waterless wax car polish stuff. Where is it? I've just put it down. I use this to wash, obviously clean the car, use it like a polish, do the car mats with it, everything. It's really good at getting grease off as well, so I use it a lot on the machines when I'm doing restoration, gets a lot of the grease off. I'll just put a bit on that wheel there. I'm going to work it in with the tough brush and then buff it off with a microfiber cloth, which is that. So I'm just going to work, I'm not going to show you on camera all the reels, I'll just do this one. So basically you can see I just put some on there. You basically just work it in with the tough brush. This is going to break down all the crap that's on the plastics. Obviously I'm going to have to hold the wheel while I do it, but use a tough brush, it's soft, you'll get all the crap off and the chemicals in that will break it down, and then you just wipe it clean with a microfiber cloth. So I'm going to do that off camera now, and then I'll show you when I've cleaned it up. Yeah, I mean it's got some dirt off, but clearly you can see where I've been brushing and the whole thing needs really to be taken off the machine and soaked in some soapy water probably. It is clear now, and one of my numbers has just fell off. Now, to save you taking all the bits off to do this middle reel, if you put the machine into cycle, when the door's in an open position like that, if you put a coin in into the coin mech there, and it will go through into the system, but it will just keep recycling because the shutdown is disconnected. So if I switch the machine on now, it'll recycle again, and then when it gets just to the end of the cycle, switch it off. I'm looking to see where the dirty bit is in the middle. So I've just switched it off before the cycle finished, and do a bit more cleaning, particularly around the bottom area there. I've just whacked a bit more cleaning stuff on that, and then I'm going to let it spin again. It'll just finish that cycle, and then it'll go back into the cycle again. I'm trying to get the dirty bits at the areas so I can get the cloth in to clean it. So where it stops. This is where that 5 is actually. I might just be able to pull it down slightly. Yeah, I can. So we're getting there. I'm just going to clean where that 5 is. Right, I've put it back together. It is cleaner. The symbols are much sharper. One of the number 2 fell off on the middle reel, and it looks like it's had a repair before, so I'm not sure if I've put it back on right, so we'll soon see. Oh, it does work. Put 20 pence in. Okay, just going to get some coins. Put another one in. That's all I see. There's only one number 2. I want to make sure it stops in the right place on there. Nope. Did a 4, didn't get it. Yeah, you can play this for quite a while, not get anything out of it. Could be quite tight. Need a 2, bit of win. Net for that, and there's the culprit there. I've had to glue it back on. Might even fall off. I ain't even let the glue go off. I haven't used super glue, I've used Gorilla Glue, so it's not coming off. I do have some spare parts for it, so I'm not overly worried. It's just a penny, I don't want to put a penny in there. No more 20s. Yeah, I'll show the 20 pence. Sorry about the camera work. Right, I'm using 20s because I converted it to 20 pence. Yeah, not too bad that. It's just slightly off. Do just opening the door and cleaning off that glue. Don't know if you can see that there. Yeah, I think I'll just open it up again and just tweak that while it's straight, off camera, of course. Yeah, I've just adjusted that. Unfortunately, some of this glue's got onto the what's it? But I can't do much about it. It's not coming off that yet. But I've straightened it up. If I just shut the door a little bit, you can just see that's much straighter in there now. It ain't too bad. Right, let that dry off and then we'll do a little play test. Right, I've let it sit. The glue, yeah, it looks a bit messy, but at the end of the day, it's on, it's straight. We'll try it out and put 20p. And that lights up there, look. Nothing for that, so keep going. We'll have a couple of quid in it, so 20 pence to go. 4, 4, 4, or a 2 at the end. Need a 2. No good. I think it looks a bit cleaner. I'm quite happy with that. A couple of hours messing with it. You can change that if you want to before the light goes out. That's a win. Paid out 2 pennies because I use pennies and 20s. It is a 20p go. Again. Now you can see what's happening there. Look, that stopped spinning. So they finish the cycle. The reason for that is I've over tightened this here. It's stopping it from spinning. I'll open it up again, unfortunately, and just loosen it. It might start spinning or not. I don't think the belt's come off. There's there's a good chance of getting a jackpot race like that actually. I'll just leave it where it is. Won't hurt it. Need a 5. No good. Just going to open it up and try and free that. Right, I've just opened it back up, and it was basically what happens is when it's spinning around, sometimes this just tightens itself up. It needs to be a bit loose on the spindle, perhaps a bit of just a bit of hot glue on it just to stop it from over tightening really. But it's loose on there, it's not moving. They're all okay, so we'll give it a bit of a spin, see if it works. But that's what it was. You can just see it wobbling, look. Yeah, I mean obviously they really need to be straight like that one. That's upside down, and so is that one. So I'll probably open it up again and just put a little tiny bit of glue on that on the thread, just to stop it from moving around and keep it straight. I'll change that. Yeah, it's another job. The springs are not moving the switches. You're supposed to be able to, if you don't like the first choice on that reel, you should be able to change that. It'll spin again, and then stop them either the same number or a different number. And you can also stop these as well. You can stop them yourself, like a Japanese machine reel. I just let it cycle, to be honest. Just let it do it itself. I can't change it because this spring's broke. Need a 2 on the end. No. Three. Need a 3 and a 1 or a 3 and a 3. No, need a 2. That's a win. Paid out 40p. And that's correct. Paid out 2 coins. That's 20, but it's 2 coins. Two again needed. It's at 20p, go for it, lovely. Very hard to get a big win out of it. Two and a 6. Or a 2. Put about £3 in that. I've not let anything out. Two. Four and a 4 and a 4. That's what we need. But there it is, folks. There is a video on the channel of this. I think giving a four, three fours, which was £2. I think it would have been, because it would have paid out 10 coins in 20p pieces. If you want to look out for that. I forgot to mention that this switch, this is an afterthought. Somebody's fitted that or disconnected it. Basically, it's doing exactly the same as what the main socket in there is. I've just disconnected it, but I won't take it off because it'll just leave a hole in the cabinet. But yeah, so a mini restoration. I think it looks a bit better. I mean, the glass is still dirty. Yeah, still needs a bit more cleaning, but it's a lot better than it was. Thanks for watching, folks. See you in the next video. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. £1.60. That's correct. 8 coins. And then you've got 8 coins. I've just added that on, folks. I just wanted you to see it paying out, and there it is. Rotamint record.